Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So now I'm gonna present my topic research about Palestine-Israel conflict, analyze framing online media in Indonesia with two different media online. The first is BBC Indonesia and the second is Republika Indonesia. Now I'm gonna show you the authors. The first author is Rifan Zaki Widiadana. Second is Miss Fadila Sandi, and the third is Miss P. Susan. Let's now we move to the background. I choose four reasons why I choose the topic. The first is the history of the Palestine-Israel. This conflict between Palestine and Israel is not a religious conflict, but a military and political conflict. The conflict is one of the longest ongoing conflicts in the world right now, including recently on October 7, 2023. The conflict heated up even more and has not yet found a middle point. The second, the role of online media. In this digital era, online media plays a crucial role in distributing information to the public. Online media managers need to have qualified journalistic skills so that the information delivered is clear and useful. The third is the first media I choose is Republika Indonesia. Republika was established by the Abdi Bangsa Foundation on January 4, 1993. The foundation is supported by the Indonesian Muslim Scholars Association (ICMI). Therefore, Republika is considering a media that upholds Islam and still exists today. The second media is BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, News Indonesia. BBC Indonesia, which is part of the BBC World Service in London, UK, and one of the most popular media in the world, BBC has the principles of impartiality and balance. It also aims to enrich life by creating high-quality programs. So now we move to the methods. I have three methods to analyze the framing media online. The first is qualitative methods. We use qualitative methods, a research method that focus on in-depth observation to understand a phenomenon or problems. This method uses not numerical data such as text, video, or audio to generate deeper insight. The second is Robert and Einman theory. This theory explains how the mass media presents issues and events, and how the media shapes reality. This theory emphasizes that media not only determines what issues are important, but also how these issues are presented. Robert and Enman has four indicators, namely define problem, diagnosis case, make moral judgment, and treatment recommendation. Define problem is analyze the action of a causal agent along with their associated costs and benefits, typically assessed by on prevailing cultural value. Diagnosis case is recognize the factual responsibility for the issues. The third is make moral judgment, is assess the causal agents and the consequence of their action. The fourth is treatment recommendation is propose and substantiate potential solution for the problem while forecasting the probable outcomes. The third is I choose 11 Republika articles and 11 BBC News Indonesia articles. This is the main data for the research. And let's talk about the discussion. In this study, research took data from the BBC and Republika News that discuss the beginning of the Palestine-Israel conflict, then the movement carried out by the ICJ, International Court of Justice, the Israel attack on Rafah, and the one-year celebration of the conflict that is still ongoing and why. News relate to the role of other countries in their participation in this conflict. We did not take it as our main target. This online news retrieval was taken from the period October 7, 2023 to October 7, 2024. This is the Republika articles that we choose. The first is the complete history of Israel occupation of Palestine. The second is Palestine amid UN double standards and Israel fatal self-defense narrative. The third title is UN High Commissariat for Human Rights considering Israel attack potential and international violation. The fourth title is Amount of Genocide in Gaza. This is the devastation Israel created. The fifth title is Hamas argues Israeli human rights violation against Palestinian prisoners to be persecuted. The sixth title is ICJ interim ruling asks Israel to prevent genocide. It does not order ceasefire. The seventh title is Israel now focus on Rafah. Eight is Israel calls ICJ hearing on occupation of Palestine media circus. 9 is Israel gives a special condition if it wants the war to end. 10 is dozens killed in Israeli attack in Rafah. And the last one from the Republika article is 1 year anniversary of the genocide in Gaza. The world wants Palestine to be free. And the BBC Indonesia articles title, we have 11 too. The first one is history of the Palestine-Israel conflict, the two sides long dispute. The second is Israel will soon launch a ground attack on Gaza. How will the battle unfold? The third title is What is the International Court of Justice and why are they hearing the Palestine genocide is? The fourth is International Court of Justice asks Israel to prevent genocide in Gaza but does not order ceasefire. The fifth title is International Court of Justice Israel demands South Africans lawsuit on Palestine genocide in Gaza. Why can Indonesia join the lawsuit? The sixth title is The History of Rafah, a city where millions of Palestinians have felt driven by Israel ground attack. The seventh is UN Security Council resolution on the ceasefire workable in Gaza. And the eighth title is 6 months of fighting in Gaza numbers. 9 is Israel attack Rafah after Hamas agrees to ceasefire proposal what we know so far. 10 has Israel follow up on the International Court of Justice decision to prevent genocide in Gaza. And the 11, the last one, is Gaza is just grief scatters everywhere. And the result from the analysis with Robert and Anyan theory, Republika report the conflict between Palestine and Israel with very emotional words such as resistance and struggle as words that describe Palestine, and using negative words such as genocide and colonization as words that describe Israel. Republika also used Arabic language in the news such as the word apartheid and intifada as a reference to the conflict. And Republika in its reporting passes many casualties and infrastructure to mitigate by Israel. News related to the victim attack and the damage in Gaza due to the conflict is almost always mentioned in the article. This shows the nature of Republika, which is more in favor of Palestine, is cornering Israel and reporting the Palestine-Israel. BBC ID, the second media, we found that the BBC defined the Palestine and Israel conflict as a conflict caused by both sides, from the Palestine and the Israel. In the reporting, the BBC defined the problem by reporting from two different angles to that the arguments from the Palestine side and from the Israel side are equally feasible and make the absence of favoritism. BBC also described the conflict with the word attack and does not use the word occupation or resistance. BBC also the BBC did not mention that the Hamas organization is a terrorist organization, with the reason being explained by the sentence that our job is to present the facts to the audience and let them judge for themselves. And the BBC depicts this conflict only between the Hamas organization and Israel, not between Palestine and Israel. So in the BBC News more often mention Hamas and Israel. So Republika and BBC states that the moral value in the coverage of this conflict are related to humanity and justice. Republika and BBC both mention that solution should end this conflict is to prioritize the interests of both parties and a peace agreement that is beneficial for both parties. And conclusion and final thoughts. After analyzing using Robert and Emily Carey media framing, Republican used a pro-Palestine approach, always criticizing what Israel has done to Palestine and highlighting violation of morals and international law. Republica also focus on reporting on Palestinian sovereign influence committed by Israel. And BBC, in its reporting, is more neutral and does not concern one party. It identifies this conflict as a long feud between the two parties. BBC tries to remain balanced by criticizing the action of parties. Thank you so much.